Good evening, my name is Brightops and welcome back to the darkest dungeon, the Onyxthorn estate. Last time... Well, actually before we get to that, there was a slight delay in our upload schedule simply because I was somewhat ill yesterday. Bit of a migraine, nothing major, it is past, but it did prevent me from recording. But with that out of the way, some upgrades since last time. We have some new people, in the form of Sandy the Gravedigger, Scythe the Man-at-Arms, Buddy the Jester, and Cyclone the Flagellant. I also took the time to spend some of our heirlooms on the blacksmith. Namely speaking, we got ourselves slightly cheaper upgrade, a bit of a reduction in weapon and upgrade costs, and an upgrade to armor smithing. We will, however, the plan this time around, when it comes to our expedition, is to earn ourselves the deeds we need in order to actually get ourselves some upgrades to weaponry as well. We already have our party organized for the occasion, so let us begin. Let's see, we are going into the ruins, so we'll take some... Oh yes, a suggestion that I've had is to move necessary items up front so that I do not accidentally forget anything. Because that's happened before, and it wasn't fun. It was not fun at all. You know what, for the sake of it, we'll throw a third holy water in there just for the hell of it. Let us see what we got. Let's see, what was our mission here? I think it was a scout. I think it was scouting. I'll have to double check once we get in. There we go.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
Yep, I was right. This is a scouting mission. We're just gonna leave that bookshelf alone for now. Okay. I think you give us a buff. Yes, you do. A pretty decent one, too. Alright, who can we delete?
Executed with impunity.
I do believe we have our target. And while we're at it, we might as well just get rid of the stress dealer.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Well, that was a good beginning. Can you dig it?
Cruel machinations spring to life, with a singular purpose.
We're just gonna leave the books alone for the moment, just try and give ourselves the best possible chance. Okay, and we'll add some dodge to everyone just to try and make make the future a little less painful.
Obliterated.
Sandy is not messing around. Right, we'll do bits of healing, a bit of reduce a little bit of stress, just to make sure that we have as much as possible. She's gone, wonderful. And if there's any justice in the world, you'll soon be joining her.
Unforeseen, unforgiving. A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Well, I have some serious doubts that anyone is too worried about me, about the fact that I've had a migraine recently. Don't be, it is...
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Migraines are, alas, something that
These
runs in my
nightmarish
family.
creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
And truth be told, I'm probably...
Wealth beyond measure.
I'm relatively
Awarded
lucky.
to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
I'm relatively lucky in the fact that out of... Okay. Let's see, what was I gonna grab?
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Oh, right, now I remember what I was... Yeah, I know, I remember what I was going to do. I was going to move people back into their default party order. Whoops-a-daisy.
Another abomination, cleansed from our lands.
Oh well. We've got a pretty good party here, honestly, so I'm not too worried about it.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
And the benefit of Thrown Dagger. It does more damage to people who have blight on them. So our Gravedigger and our Plague Doctor, really solid combination.
Destroyed.
Okay, who... We can try doing a little bit of healing.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
Doesn't hurt anybody. Let's get rid of you for now. We'll get rid of that journal. Let's see what this final room over here has to hold. First, let's see what
If only treasure
money
could
we can
staunch
get.
the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Alright, the citrine can go for now. It's not... doesn't really stack well, and...
In Radiance, may we find victory.
It doesn't, as I said, it doesn't stack well, and honestly, we're probably relatively better off without it. I mean, if we can have something else, that would be fine, but... sometimes you take what you can get. I will admit, you might be wondering why I haven't upgraded the armor of either Scythe or Sandy. And that honestly comes down to the fact that, well, there's really only...
A death by inches.
Sorry. Just trying to get focus on the point I was going to make.
Annihilated.
So you can only upgrade abilities and armor for someone whose resolve level has gotten to level 1. Since these two are brand new at level 0, there isn't really a whole lot I can do for them.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Okay, so let's do some healing. Yes, we got some healing and we reduced some stress. Wonderful. We shall push forward. Let's see, we have to do 90% of rooms. I'm not entirely sure where we will be setting up camp just yet, but we'll see what happens in the near future. Because we've got a few battles ahead of us. Such as this, we've got spiders.
A singular strike.
Let's do that buff in order to try and give us some dodge.
Begone, fiend.
So you're going to be dead. You need to die. So do you. Okay. Well, first off, we can save ourselves a healing potion. With an anti-venom.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Ouch, Lone Wolf Jackson is a beast.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
That's the other benefit of throwing the dagger. We gain additional accuracy for doing a buff to accuracy. Which is always nice. Just giving Lone Wolf some healing and some stress relief. So you're dead, so we don't have to worry about you. Wonderful.
Back to the pit.
And so you're gone too. Alright, we need...
Inspiration and improvement.
Yep, Sinister and Sandy are great together. They just lay waste to shit.
Another one falls. This expedition at least promises success.
Alright, we don't... We'll get rid of the anti-venom simply because we don't really need... Well, I say we don't really need it, but we don't really... With Sinister there, we don't really need it for combat purposes.
Stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Okay, we can do without the bandage and the journal, but the gold... Let's see, how much... It's a tough call, because I'm not sure how much we can actually sell the greaves for. But I can't... At this early stage, we can't really get rid of the holy water or the herbs, because their curios might become useful in the future. Okay, we've got a battle ahead. Let us see what this place has to offer. Oh look, spiders. It's always the freaking spiders. Well, at least 2 of them are dead in our surprise round. And you will be quick to follow.
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
Not surprising there. The leper isn't too accurate, though he has been pretty good this time around.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Ah, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, I can't... Okay. We're going to get rid of those 2 items because I want more heirlooms. Heirlooms upgrade the town and thus serve us fairly well in the long run. Alright. We know this room ahead is empty, as it were. Let's see. So's the room ahead. Alright, we can go a few more rooms ahead. Before we stop and set up camp.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery and boogeymen.
9 it is. Uh-oh. And Lone Wolf Jackson has gained tinnitus. No surprise there. Alright. We're gonna set up camp.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Because not only can we heal up some people, but we can potentially... Actually, we're gonna let the mask down, because that will lower his stress, even if it will give everyone else a bit of a problem. And leeches. We can purify the tinnitus. Wonderful. Let's see. Whoop. Okay, none of us can set up any sort of camp or anything for the night. And I will admit, it was a complete accident that I gave Gravedigger that accuracy and speed. I would have given it to Lone Wolf Jackson. But misclicks happen. And we have been ambushed. Once the ambush is over, Torchlight will just go back to full, if I recall correctly. But right now we've got work to do. See, you're dead next turn, so we can ignore you from now on. Meanwhile, we've got some killing to do in the back line. And we can do some healing and try and reduce some stress up here. So you're dead, you're not. You need to die.
A momentary abatement.
It's not much, but it's better than nothing. And since they're both dead, we can lower some stress. Might keep us sane for an extra round or two.
Ghoulish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Okay. Okay, you're... Oh. Well... Could be worse, I guess.
Curious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Just the fact that our plague-ridden grave digger decided to use the confessional box and stress herself out some more. Not great, but far from the worst thing that could happen. Okay, we've gained another bust. Wonderful. God damn it.
Mechanical hazards, possessed by evil intent.
Let's see what else this dungeon has to hold.
Ancient traps lie in wait, unsprung and thirsting for blood.
Okay, I'm gonna just give the additional food to him just because that's just ridiculous how many traps he has triggered. Okay, we could go all the way back and get these curios, but to hell with that.
The shifted corridors and sloped walls of our ancestry are beginning to feel familiar.
Well, if nothing else, this has definitely upgraded the weaponsmith. Let's see, Lone Wolf Jackson has gained Ascetic. The Occultist is not his friend. Sandy has gained 20% stress if torch is above 75, and quick reflexes, which is honestly a pretty good one. And Sinister has gained the Aug. Good God. Alright, let's do some doctoring up.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
Alright, let's have a look-see. What's happened? Sirius Second has gotten Ansi removed. Wonderful. Diana has been cured of scurvy. And Corin Brand and Ritz Buns has just recovered their stress. So they're fine. Okay, first things first, let's get rid of you. I think there was was there another disease? No, I guess we got rid of that. Wonderful. Let's Let's see, any bonuses we want to lock in, get rid of. Well, we can get rid of you, but I kind of want to just lock Eldritch Slayer in, because it's just it's too good a one to lose on the Occultist. So that's locked in, we don't have to worry about it. Wonderful. Let's see, Lone Wolf Jackson is going to go flagellate himself. We'll send Sirius to pray, and we'll also send Scythe, who's had a good beginning. Let's see, just a quick check-in ahead. Ah, yes, it seems that the Prophet has now decided to make himself available. And not gonna lie, the Book of Sanity is a very good item to get. But first and foremost, we have some upgrades to do. We can't get the armor smithing up again, but we can at least give some basic weaponry. So we have that going for us. And what does the guild have? Guild uses crests as well, so we're not going to be doing anything with them anytime soon. We could do some more renovations to the Abbey.
Gilded icons and dogmatic rituals. For some, a tonic against the bloodshed.
Let's see, who can we drop off to get a bit more? Oh yes, you only pray, don't you? Oh right, I forgot how bad off Corin Brand was when it comes to stuff. Well, let's have her do some meditation. That might calm her down. But yes, next on the list will be the Prophet. Actually, before I forget, let's see, anyone useful to take. Let's see, Occultist with Rune Scavenger and Warren Scrounger. Not bad, but Witness and Soft. Not great. Let's see, Armor Tinkerer. Good. Gambler. Eh. And now... Ooh, hello, Dark Temptation, but Rune Scavenger and Twilight Dreamer. That is a good one.
He will be laughing still at the end.
Since Twilight Dreamer, though we can only have one hero per roster with it, basically means our Jester here completely ignores stealth, which can be useful. However, until next time, my name is BrightOps, and I look forward to hearing from you.